I'm back. She's back.
The wisdom of the sister.
Jay is back. The younger sister. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Discipline Habits Podcast. I'm Jess Gordon, your host, and today I have a guest. This guest has been on here before, and actually she has my most viewed podcast episode to date. My sister.
That's right.
The silence in her voice. She's so much more quiet than me, Jay. You're so quiet.
We're very opposite, actually.
We're so similar, but so different at the same time.
I'm very more reserved and introverted.
Not really even introverted.
But I would say I'm not as outgoing.
She's not as outgoing, and I'm very all that kind of stuff. But anyways, y'all, today is Monday. But the 3-week challenge, if you remember, if you've been following along with the 21-day habit challenge that I've been doing, you would know that this Wednesday, the 19th, is the end of the 21-day challenge. And I have to be real with you guys, and I have to update you guys and keep you updated with the 21-day challenge. I've been really good at the nighttime challenge, really good at spending the last hour of my day doing something else besides being on my phone. And I talked about this in the last episode. My sleep has been amazing. Yeah, there's been a few nights here and there that I haven't slept so great, but last night, for example, but that's inevitable. Like, that's going to happen every once in a while. But overall, for the most part, I have been sleeping so well, and I have been loving this habit. I will say that I have, guys, cut myself short twice now in the morning. I've caught myself twice now with reaching for my phone than my Bible. But the thing that I will say, guys, that has been really helpful, I have my Bible opened up on my desk, so I literally flick on my light, walk over to my desk, and that movement has been waking me up. So it's been great. But besides those 2 days that I cheated myself,
I can back her up, though. She has been doing it.
Yeah, you probably see the light.
In the morning at 4:30.
Yeah.
Literally this morning, I tapped my phone, 4:30. I was like, oh my gosh, I still have another hour to sleep.
Yeah, guys.
So I was getting up.
My routine has been changing so much. So I've been babysitting, nannying full time, not to go on a tangent, but they need me to be at their house at 7:30 in the morning. And if I'm not working out in the morning, it's not happening. So I have to be in the gym at a little bit before 5 or at 5 a.m. And so I've been waking up at 4:30. So today she saw me.
It's every day.
Yeah, for the past 2 weeks. So I've been really tired, but nothing a little caffeine can't fix, right?
Right.
As we saw, I was dead an hour ago. Then we each split a Diet Coke and really perked up so bad. That's such a bad habit. We need to get out of that habit of relying on caffeine.
I'm fine. I'm okay with it.
I feel like I don't want to be relying on caffeine so heavily.
It's too late. It's just I don't even know how I did life before caffeine. Honestly.
I know. I remember whenever I did that 7-day cleanse, I actually felt like a zombie nonstop. I always was tired. I couldn't even think. But anyways, to get on to the whole point of today's discipline habit, we're going to be talking about how small daily habits lead to big results. Because honestly, whenever you just implement small little habits into your daily routine, it can actually really impact how to effectively use the time of the day. Because there's only 24 hours in a day. And when you're people like us that like to work multiple jobs, we like to do a lot of hobbies, we like to hang out with our friends and family, and also make sure that we get 8 hours of sleep and go to the gym, it's kind of hard to pack that all into one day.
It's how do we do it?
I don't know.
Bedtime is in 3 hours.
Yeah, bedtime is before the sun goes down. It's actually
sad.
It is sad because I like to watch the sunset.
Yeah, and we can't do that because it's so
late. Yeah, it gets dark at 10 p.m. But I can't do that if I'm waking up at 4:30 in the morning.
I'm being so real. We go to bed at 8:30. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah,
it's so bad.
My phone gets shut down at around 7:30, 7:45, and I try to be asleep by 8:30. Not always perfect.
Even lying on that.
But yeah. So anyways, going back to the discipline habit of making small daily habits, Jay, what are some small daily habits that you think that you kind of put into your everyday routine that have actually a really big impact so you can maximize your time?
Well, I would say the first one, and I think we talked about this on the first episode, it was making our bed in the morning.
Yeah.
Which now that is automatic. Like,
It's automatic,
seriously,
both of
I get
us.
up and I do it. I don't even think about it because it's just so automatic for me, and it just has to get done. Because even doing that small step, it just makes your rooms feel 10 times cleaner.
Yeah,
than it was
that's the
before.
thing. It just
Even if
has a
it's-
huge effect on the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like this morning when I got up, your bed was made, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, it looks good. Although my desk most of the no, it's still on.
Okay.
Like my desk will be a mess, but if my bed's made, then at least my room looks half decent. Our room looks half decent. Yeah. So that's one habit. And another habit that we like to do that it takes a little bit of time, but it definitely has a huge impact throughout the week is meal prepping. Meal prepping takes like maybe 2 hours on a Sunday night with cooking and cleaning up, maybe like 2.5 hours. And by doing that on Sunday, that little habit, by doing that every single Sunday, that has an effect on us being able to get more sleep during the week because we're not cooking and cleaning during the week.
Yeah, like right now it's 5 o'clock. I mean, I'm not hungry because I had a late lunch, but we could just heat up what we have in there way easier than like whipping up a whole meal. And having to do dishes and everything else.
Exactly. And so that's just another example of a habit that has it's so small, like 2 hours on a Sunday to take out of your day, but it's a huge deal for the whole entire week because I don't feel like cooking every day. I mean, I make breakfast every day.
To be honest, we don't like cooking.
That's the thing. We don't like
We
cooking.
don't like cooking. The only thing we can make is breakfast. And our breakfast we have down to a science.
It is
like
bomb.
A science.
It is bomb. Like, we should open our own breakfast shop because it's so good.
Yeah, we should.
Our magic eggs. Yeah, something about them makes them magical. We got that from our mom.
No, we got it from YouTube. But anyway.
Magic eggs? They didn't call them magic eggs on YouTube.
It was Gordon Ramsay's.
He called them magic eggs?
I don't know if he did. We just did.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's our specialty, magic eggs.
Obviously, we all shower every day, and you don't think about it. You just do it. So this is how we feel when we make our bed every day. Like, I don't even think about it. I just do it. Like, it's genuinely just become a habit.
And it makes your life easy.
Yeah. And it makes your room look 10 times better because it's so put together.
Yeah, exactly. So now going into kind of more like healthy lifestyle habits is, see, the thing is, whenever you're eating well, you are not only impacting your body currently, but you're also having so it's a small choice to eat healthy, eat a cucumber or a cupcake. It's a small choice to eat healthy, but it's going to have long-lasting impacts. A lot of times people get really sick or diseases or just have bad health down the road because they decided to make not so healthy small choices back in the day.
That is something I kind of want to applaud ourselves for because I feel like recently we've actually been eating really well. Like,
I mean, don't get us wrong, we do slip up.
Yeah.
Like this past weekend, I think I ate the worst I have in like a month.
Chick-fil-A, but like,
yeah.
For lunch though, I had rice and chicken. Like, I try to put good stuff into my body. And for breakfast, I had egg, sausage, and that was good. Like,
yeah. Oh, and then I want to touch on this because if you guys follow me on Snapchat, you probably saw this. I learned how to make sourdough bread, which the impact of sourdough bread on your gut health is incredible. There are so many statistics that with caring for your gut health, how that can have an impact on your overall health. And I really want to get more into gut health because I feel like it's so huge now. Like, this is a huge, not even trend, but this is a huge scientific thing that if you have good health, you're going to have good health in life in general, right?
Longevity. I mean, I could talk about my bad habits.
Well, yeah, we all have bad habits.
My bad habit is that I have a cup of coffee before I have a sip of water. Every day. The first liquid that goes in my body in the morning is coffee. And then I have water.
Is that considered a bad habit?
I feel like that can't be good.
Probably not, y'all. Which I guess I'm same, except I kind of drink it simultaneously. It's like I have a water and I also have a coffee cup. Like, I'm double fisting on my way to the gym.
Bathroom break.
Y'all, we just had to cut because this one had to go to the bathroom and literally was not able to speak anymore.
I would say the reason for me why I go to the gym is not to look good, but when I go to the gym, I just feel good. Like, I just feel healthy. I feel like I can walk up a flight of stairs without feeling like I need to take a 10-second break
Yeah.
at the top. Like,
Yeah.
I just
It helps
feel
with your
good.
mental clarity. Also, sorry if my hair looks like a rat's nest in the back, y'all. But it helps with mental clarity. It helps with like just your well-being in general. So like that's a small habit. Like movement. It doesn't have to be going to a CrossFit gym and lifting 10,000 pounds. It can be just movement. 30 minutes is all they really recommend. One thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that was a recent terminology that I kind of heard from somebody was habit stacking. Habit stacking is, so let's say let's restart. Habit stacking is you take a habit that you're already doing every single day and you just implement a new habit. So every day we brush our teeth. Every single day you're going to brush your teeth. Before you brush your teeth, maybe you want to start taking an iron supplement. Leave the iron supplement right next to your toothbrush so that way you're like, oh, I'm brushing my teeth. Oh, I also need to take my iron supplement, if that makes sense.
It's like, what's the word I'm looking for?
I heard this from somebody else and it just like clicked with me. I was like,
it's like
that's so
conditioning yourself to like do things.
Is it?
Yes, that's a thing.
Yeah. So it's like for me, my habit stack that I kind of did with the 21-day challenge is flicking on my light is the first step. Then I walk over to my desk. My Bible is already open, so I don't have to open it. And I sit there.
I had something to say.
Why the silence?
I had something
That's like
to
a habit
say.
stacking. Turning on the light is already a first thing that I do. The second step to that is
No. Well, when do you make your bed?
I do light, Bible, make my bed.
Oh.
So.
Because you crawl back into it.
Yeah, I crawl back into it. I go on my phone and catch up on my socials, and then I make my bed and scamper off to the gym. What were you gonna say? This is a long silence.
Hold on, let me think.
So if you're somebody that kind of struggles with maybe doing a new habit stacking would be a perfect thing for you. Like if you want to start taking like vitamin D or like I said, iron, any type of supplement, and you every single morning make a cup of coffee, put your iron supplement right next to your cup of coffee. Or the toothbrush example that I used to, because then you're already doing something. So then the other thing is visually you're training your brain, oh, it's already there, so I might as well take it. That's how that works. The bottom line here is, folks, that like when you do small disciplined habits throughout the week, you are going to make those have large results on how your day-to-day life goes.
And I feel like if it's not hard, then you're not improving yourself. I feel like waking up every day, that's a very disciplined thing, and it's hard to do, but we do it. Or I walk to the gym every morning, and it's a mile. My car is parked right out here, and I could easily drive, but it's the fact that I want to get my steps in. I get like 7,000 steps before 9 a.m.
Before 9 a.m.
Like,
and that's like so good. That's such a small habit. That's like it's 2.5 hours of your day, but that's going to have a huge impact on you later down the line.
And it's like, make your bed every day. It's hard, but it'll become easy over time. Or
yeah, and that's the thing. It's going to just make your room look a little bit nicer. And yeah, my apartment is messy. Like,
and after you cook, do your dishes right away.
Like, quickly wiping out the pan really quickly. Then your kitchen is not looking disastrous, kind of deal.
Yeah, it's just what seems easy now is going to bite you in the butt later.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you let those dishes stack, like...
Yeah. I think that, it's just, like, it might seem easy now, but it's definitely going to lead to harder stuff down the road. And that's the thing. Whether that's your health, whether that's just your organization in general, your mental clarity, like, your space also has an effect on your mental clarity. Mm-hmm. So if that small discipline habit is just picking up the blanket and folding it, that's going to have a huge impact on your mental health.
That's funny bringing that up because I actually can't sit down at my desk in my room until the room's clean to like do homework because it's just like it makes me crazy. It literally like makes me crazy.
You actually, Jay.
Have you ever not noticed that?
I've never noticed that.
Like I would come back from class and I would make sure like it was clean.
I guess that's how I am with reading my Bible. I hate sitting at my desk and reading my Bible if there's junk all over it. It makes me feel very cluttered.
Yeah, I just feel
very disorganized. So I'm like quick tidy up so I can just like be present in the Lord and just do doing my thing. All right, y'all. So that's kind of a little wrap up on this short and sweet little episode. This was an episode on how small daily habits can have big results into your everyday life and even further down the road. And I think that you can really reflect and think of little things that you can implement to your life every single day and think about how those small changes might be able to have a bigger impact on how you're doing mentally or even physically, because that's mental wellness and physical wellness have a lot to do with each other. So, Jay, thanks for being my next guest on my podcast. I know you had mentioned for a while that you had wanted to be on here, so I'm glad that you were able to be on here. And guys, obviously she's a hit because the last podcast episode has over 300 views, which is my most viewed podcast episode. So clearly,
What can I say? The people love me.
yeah, I guess. I don't really know. But yeah, anyways. So Jay, thanks for being on the podcast today. And we will catch you guys in the next podcast episode of Discipline Habits. Bye.
Hi.